Well, we just left our tents down there, all wrapped up, secured, and we're on a day hike on the Siberian Pass Trail, or also called the Rock Creek Trail. We're gonna do a little quick trip up here and check out the lake that's up here in the basin and see what we find. My trekking poles are holding up my tent back at camp, so had to find these. Yeah, 0.7 of that is after the PCT.
2.3.
New Army Pass. Oh yeah. Well, there's New Army Pass Trail. It was on our original agenda, but thanks to some snow reports, we had to change our plan. Well, we just passed that Siberian Pass Trail cutoff, and only a tenth of a mile or so. My watch buzzed. We're 1 mile of the day. So here we are, 1 mile from camp. Now, how is that view? We're at the turnoff now to Soldier Lake, which takes up to Miter Basin up there. That's our destination for today, at least to the lake. There's no defined trail up to Miter Basin from the lake. It's kind of rock scrambling, so we've heard. We'll check it out when we get there, and we'll take you with us. All right, here we go. I'm just going to take a few clips here as we go, in case you're thinking about doing this. You get a good idea what it looks like. It's only 100 feet or so from the trail marker back there. A little bit of water supply if you need it. This is a pretty short trail, so I can squeeze in a bunch of little clips here. Just a little ways past where we got the water back there. There's a snowdrift. It is June 14th, 2025. And here comes another creek crossing. There's a flat spot right there for camping. A couple other places around here. And a lot of your maps will show locations of bear boxes. And here's one right here. You find that bear box on the map, and that's where we are right now. Another camp spot. Another spot, camping. Maybe some fish down there. Gets nice and wide and slow. And we're on this outcropping towards the end of the trail there, and the lake wraps around this outcropping. This is a pretty big lake once you get over to it. horseshoe shape, it's like. And those views are well worth the walk over here. It's a pretty short little trail. Well, I'm on the south or westerly loop of the lake, and I see between the trees, I'll zoom in here, there's a path over there. We didn't see a branch off on the hike up here, so we'll have to look for that on the way out. But just so you know, looks like to get you on that side of the lake, which brings you around over here where one of those draws goes up to the top. I'm going to take a minute here to go over some map reading, because we got a little confused at this junction area when we ran across the sign that said Soldier Lake and it didn't match the map we were using. So we got a little confused and we figured it out, but thought we'd run it by you. Just a little bit of map reading 101. All right. As this is back at the branch off to Soldier Lake. And this is the trail we just took in and out. This would look like the trail, and it would be the trail that goes around and comes into that southwestern loop of the lake. But now we're running into a different issue with the map we're using. Should show a trail from right here that goes down to Rock Creek. And right here at this junction is Soldier Lake. This is not on the map, and Rock Creek. But there's no trail here to get down to Rock Creek. So we're gonna go down here a ways and just see what we find. So this is the Tom Harrison map that we were using on the trail. And this is the turnoff to New Army Pass. And we're camped over in this area. We left our tents over here and we hiked up here on this Siberian Pass Trail. And so then we got into right about where that 0 is, on that 0.6 on this Tom Harrison map. And that's where we saw the sign leading to Soldier Lake. So the trail we took kind of followed this contour line, went past that bear box there. We went up and we got into this horseshoe area of this lake. We could see the trail on the other side, which is this trail right here. So when we got back to the main trail here, there's no red dot here on Tom Harrison, and we initially thought we must be standing on this dot, but after we hiked up to the lake and back, we realized that this trail is on the other side of this little gorge here where this stream was running down through here. So to help you out, if you are using Tom Harrison map, when you get right in this area, you're going to see a sign that says Soldier Lake, and it branches off right here and goes up past that bear box like we did. All right, so this is Cal Topo on the computer, and you can see where we branched off. This is our path coming up. This is where we saw the sign that said Soldier Lake. This is where we branched off, and that bear box is somewhere in this area right here. And then we continued up to the lake, kind of scrambled around those boulders over here. We could see this trail on this side from this point. And then we came back out. Now, on our way back out, we looked for this trail. We couldn't see it anywhere. And when we got back to the main trail where the sign was, we hiked just a little bit down this trail here. You can see our track right there, just to make sure where we were standing. I watched that on CalTopo on my phone while we walked. So we figured out that, it goes down this way. Because when we were standing here, at first we thought we were standing there, and so we were looking for Rock Creek Trail, which should have been branching off right there, and it wasn't there. Obviously, we were standing here. So that's how we figured out everything that was going on. It helped when I got home and I was able to upload this track onto CalTopo and figure out exactly what happened. So we did not go down here. We did not take this side of the lake. And then we didn't gain up into here in Miter Basin, which is kind of where we wanted to go, but it looked like there was going to be a lot of rock scrambling to get up there in the Miter Basin, and we didn't have the time or the desire to do any scrambling, so we called it a day. Well, the watch just buzzed 3 miles for the day. And we are, I don't know, half a mile, maybe less, getting back to our camp. Well, we are concluding our little day hike for the day. Nice little adventure up to Soldier Lake. Yeah, just about 4 miles. Just a little over 400 feet of climbing and just about 3 hours. And we are back home. Everything looks fine. No bears visited. All right, here we are.